Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. So in this video we are going to discuss whether you should save or summon on the latest banner to come to DBZ Dokkan Battle Global. So this is the new Dokkan Fest banner for the Brilliant Autumn campaign. This is featuring Kid Gohan, who is a Heavenly Events category lead and a Master and Disciple Bond lead. Pretty good leader skill. The Heavenly Events category is not so great, but the Master and Disciple Bond category is pretty good. He has defense of 158%, attack of 158% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense of 58% when there is a Heavenly Events category ally attacking in the same turn. He also gains an additional attack and stuns enemies after he has received an attack first. He also gives allies ki and defense of 58%. So pretty cool unit. Obviously gains stronger by having Heavenly Events category units on his team. He does raise defense and has a medium chance on his basic super attack, and if you activate the unit super attack by having a Krillin or a Piccolo on the turn, you will also raise his defense again, plus raise his attack, plus have a high chance of stunning. So overall, pretty cool unit. Looks really good defensively. That raising defense permanently is always a nice big perk, and the animations for his attacks are really cool. He also has an active skill, and that active skill is basically that he activates guard for a turn, heals you, and also increases everyone's defense. Animations wise, pretty top notch. Unit attack and the basic attack, pretty damn cool. In terms of units, Gohan is like really good, but he's really niche. He only has 6 categories, and his link set is kind of wonky. Kind of requires him to be in between a Piccolo from the Saiyan saga and a Kid Gohan / Hybrid Saiyans unit. So a little bit weird, a link set, but nothing like terrible, just a little bit strange. But obviously beyond that, still relatively good. Very good unit, just a little bit niche in terms of how to utilize to the best of his abilities. Garlic Jr. is a sub-Heavenly Events lead. He has attack and defense of 160%, and he has plus an additional attack and defense of 60% and a medium chance of evading an enemy's attack when attacking super class enemies. Always pretty nice to see. He's an extreme class ally support, which is great across all his category teams, and he recovers 10% HP after a turn in which he has been hit. So Garlic Jr. looks really good. It's nice that he's an extreme class support type because it makes him a little bit more viable on his teams that he can be on, as if you go for more extreme focus category teams, he's going to be way more viable in terms of those teams. In terms of super attack effect, nothing too crazy, just kind of a stock standard super attack effect there. Garlic Jr. looks really awesome. I really dig him. He's got 7 categories, so he's a little bit better equipped, and his link set's kind of a cross between a Revived Warriors link set and a little bit of a Time Traveler's link set. So it's not too bad, it's just also going to be a tiny bit wonky, but he should be okay on a lot of teams. His problem is his key links, but at the same time he provides extreme class allies key and attack and defense. So at the end of the day, I don't think his links are as big an issue, and having big bad bosses is a big perk to the unit, and his 7 categories are pretty damn good. He can be used on all of them. The only issue really is his leader skill. The Heavenly Events category looks really super focused right now. It's struggling for extreme type units, so being the leader of that category is okay, but it's really not that helpful for him. Even if he just had like a sub lead int type or something like that, it would be really good for him. So beyond that, him and Gohan, really good units based on passive. In terms of categories, very niche, and that's just something I want to keep in mind when we talk about summoning on the banner. So in terms of content, you know, if you want to measure it out like that, Gohan's going to be great. in almost any content you can put him in. His real issue is his limit on categories. He's not got a lot of viability there, and Garlic Jr. himself is very similar. He's a bit better because he's got 7 categories, but his leader skill doesn't help. But if you pull him as a general banner unit, he's still very viable. The rest of the banner, Gogeta, excellent card. I think it's his first time returning on Global, so that's really awesome. Future Gohan, also really interesting card, kind of falls in with Gohan's category. Piccolo and Android 13, both a little bit aged, but still really good. And SBKK Goku, probably the worst DFE there technically, but his leader skill makes up for it a lot, because his leader skill is really good and he links really well with a lot of top tier LRs. So in terms of the banner, gonna be honest with you, I think you kind of want to hit a multi and be done. There's no real perk to the banner. You don't get tickets by summoning, so I do think it's better for you to pull once and kind of pull back. Although Gohan's really awesome, Gogeta and the Future Gohan are pretty good pulls, and Garlic Jr. himself is a really strong sub banner unit. I think they're very niche, and I just think saving some stones, trying to keep some stones, and just realistically, you know, keeping something for what's coming up next, considering we may get a kind of global premium first, or a global preview first, is something to just be aware of. And with end of year, with, you know, New Year's banners and things like that, just maybe play it safe. There is this special for summoning units. You get 20 tickets that you can spend on the banner. It's basically the equivalent of a price of 2 multis, and if you look in the special stones discount, you can pretty much pick up 2 multis that way. So it is a little bit difficult, but obviously the tickets are still really worth their value. So if you do want to buy that maybe and get a little bit of, you know, hidden potential orbs in that additionally, then it's more than fine. I don't see a problem with it, so it's going to be up to you. But I think overall, go for the 1 multi. If you really want to push it, go for 2. There's no discounts, there's no anything, so I highly suggest rather just saving up. I know Gogeta's enticing, but just rather skip it. But that's going to be it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, take care and bye.